to the Weird Realities Network, where we bring you news from the Weirdverse 2, 3, and sometimes 4 times a week. Not much is off topic because we embrace our weird on our quest to expand our minds. You can find our team discussing everything from world history, weird science, chemistry, cryptozoology, lost civilizations, and holistic and health healing practices. Created by authors, researchers, and mystics, Weird Realities is for those looking to meet others who challenge them to think outside of what is considered normal and wonder, what if?
Happy Thursday, weirdlings! I am the paranormal romance urban fantasy author formerly known as Hadley Thorne. Tonight and every night henceforth, you can call me Von Dom. I'm here with my homies, Scott Baker, Rich Restucci, the dong lady herself, Miss Jen Salmons, and the unflappable Alan Gamboa.
Flap.
Hey guys.
Howdy.
Hey, David.
Hey David.
Dave, first one in. What's up, buddy?
What she said. Hey, Von Dawn.
Oh, boy.
When I was at broadcasting school, I had to make up some fake commercials, and I made a fake Jean-Claude Van Damme movie trailer, and it was called Von Damme You All to Hell.
And I bet it was better than the movie I watched this week.
Oh, which we'll find out which one.
Tony Konopka's here. Ashhole. Tony I.
Wow.
Just for the record, I do not see it posted, Heather. And I've refreshed a couple of times.
Gentlemen, how are you?
I don't know who you're talking to. I am Von Dom.
My apologies, Von Dom. It's not posted.
If I had known, I would have been Ani today.
Well, it's good to see the Tonys both are here, and we got some ashhole.
Yes.
Nice.
And David.
He made it out of
Well,
Facebook
David.
jail. Look at
David's a
there.
weird kid. It's always good to see him. All right, so what did y'all think?
These were 3 different movies.
Oh, yes.
Definitely.
Not as bad as last week. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, no. Well, I didn't see 2 last week, and I wasn't here. This time last week, I was crashed after a 14-hour drive to Williamsburg.
Nice.
Oh, man.
But you had a good time, though.
I had a great time. It was my second best sales at a convention.
Good.
It probably would have been my best if Amazon didn't screw up my book order and didn't get me the books until next week. But
awesome.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That's too bad.
I know. But I still did good, had a great time. Got to see Centralia on the way home, and I'll be posting about that hopefully soon.
How far did you go into Centralia?
I just stayed on the roads. I didn't get out and go walking through the woods. I just saw like the main sites. I was warned by a couple of people that the police now are really cracking down on people there. Okay. I mean, they're not just like shooing them away; they're actually finding them. So,
yeah. That's interesting, though.
Well, the main highway, the one that the graffiti highway, they covered that up years ago. They just dropped mounds of sand on it. So,
I can't wait to see the footage.
Thank you.
All right, well, I'm dying to know what y'all thought about the movies this week.
All right, which one are we going to start with, Alan?
Let's start with Below Zero. Rich, you want to do that one?
No, I don't, because I didn't see it. I was unable to see one of the movies this week.
I'll do it.
My dad's ill, so I've been dealing with.
Oh, is he okay?
Yeah, he's got stage 4 cancer right now.
So. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thanks. But he's got issues with his spine. The cancer's in part of his spine, so that's he can't move. So we're trying to deal with that stuff. But that wasn't the reason, but it played into it. I just did not get around to watching that one movie, but I watched the other 2.
Well, and I did not watch one movie either.
Which one?
The Korean movie.
Oh, that was good.
I know it looked really good. I mean, because y'all know, like I'll go through and try and figure out what some good movies for us to watch, and it was one that was very highly rated, and I really wanted to see it. So it was kind of sad I missed it, but I did get to watch Below Zero.
All right.
It took me 2 sittings, but I watched it, and I have to say I'm glad that I watched the second half because it was great.
It was. It was.
And I didn't realize that all 3 movies this week were foreign movies.
What was the other one? Oh, yeah, that's right. Follow the Dead. Do you want me to do a quick rundown of Below Zero?
Yes.
Okay. It's actually a fairly good action. It's actually a good action flick for a foreign movie. It's not an Emmerich type movie, but it deals with 2 guys who are called in. They have to take a bunch of dangerous criminals. They have to load them up onto a special van and drive them from one facility to another facility. And it's a 3-hour route, if I remember. It's through icy cold regions. It's an isolated road. And it starts very well. You get a good idea of what each of the criminals is like. I mean, some of them are just violent. Others of them are just have committed some major, like, financial crimes. And during the transport, all of a sudden, the lead car is taken out and the van is stopped. Now, it's an armor-plated van. Let me explain. You can't get into it. It's built in such a way that unless you have the key and can unlock it from the inside. But somebody stops the van, takes out the accompanying squad car, and then decides they want somebody inside that van. And the 2 cops are trying to deal with whoever's outside trying to get in, and the criminals on the inside who are desperate to get out. It's a really good movie. It was constantly surprising me. You don't know until near the end who the outsider is and what person he wants from inside that van and why he wants them. So I liked it. I thought it was really good. It was good character development, good acting, good plot, very intriguing, and had a really good ending. I was surprised, like, at the last 15, 20 minutes of the movie, but it was definitely worth it. What did you guys think?
I saw this one.
Hold on. We've got some really bad feedback from someone.
That might be me. Hold on.
Mike, it's good to see you.
Hey,
Craig?
Better?
Craig, you're not too late. Better late than dead.
Yes, Rich, that's better.
This better?
I think so.
See, I've got feedback from everybody.
Oh, see, everybody seemed to, like, lower their voices.
Oh, yeah.
Does somebody have their microphone too close or their phone too close to it?
Testing. I'm on my phone.
The CIA's got.
Guys, come on. You know you can follow this through the bugs you put in my basement. Don't screw up the cast.
What did you think, Alan? Give us your lowdown.
All righty.
Craig's funny.
Hey, Craig. You should know. Dang it. I hope it's not me.
You're coming in fine on my end.
That's what he said. Anyway, I like this one. I'd seen it like 6 months ago. And can you guys hear me? Oh.
Yes. I'm putting everybody on mute to try and figure out who it is.
Okay, great. I saw this one about 6 months ago, and I thought it was pretty action-packed. It's a Spanish movie, and they make some pretty good action movies.
Yeah.
They're a little goofy in some aspects. You know, most foreign movies are compared to how we handle things. in our action movies. So you got a little bit of that. But this one, you like the characters in it. The twist in the end was pretty good. And I like the very last part where you figure out, okay, this person's pretty evil and they deserve what they get. And I really like that. I recommend this one. It reminds me of this French movie called The Nest, where there's a prisoner transport. They get stuck in a warehouse and they got to fight the guy to break up the prison transport. Anyway, if you can ever find this movie called The Nest, highly recommended. French movie. I like this one.
Scott, I think it's actually you.
Nope, you're muted.
You're muted, Scott.
You gotta unmute him.
I did. I think he's the
Better?
echo. Is that better?
Hi, Londa.
Hadley, the only one that's echoing now is you.
Echo.
You
Oh,
sure
no,
it's not
Alan was
Roxy
muted
over
too.
there snoring?
Yeah, so this movie for me was really slow at the beginning. It did pick up. The second half of it was significantly better than the first half, but it was tough for me to get into. I like the acting. I like the main character, even though I think he's like 4'5". He looks really really small, but he was big in the truck. So I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Excuse me. So they're on this armored truck. It's like a 10-wheeler or something like that. It's tight and there's like cells and there's a bathroom and I don't know. To me, you could kind of see what was going on. Excuse me. One of the things I didn't see happened right away. One of the tougher characters buys it almost immediately from somebody who I think wasn't a tough character. I just thought it was, whoa, I didn't see that coming. And
yeah,
it was just it kind of fell flat for me. I know all you guys liked it, and I can see how it would be liked, but it just didn't have the chutzpah that I wanted it to have. Although the second half of it was better. Once things really start rolling, and you're thinking this guy on the outside is a psychopath, and honestly, he kind of was, but he was driven to what was going on. There was definitely a reason for him to do what he was doing. But the things that he did, for the reason he did them, didn't really work for me. It didn't. He clearly had lost his mind.
Yeah.
But he has a background that I don't want to talk about, and that background, to me, he wouldn't have done some of the things that he did. You don't start out in that type of background and do. It was kind of cruel, actually, what he did, and I don't want to give it away, but it fell flat for me in that I didn't really care for the action sequences. They looked really overly scripted, like somebody was fighting to get something across. And there's a scene where they're in water, and some of that just fell flat for me too. And I didn't hate this movie, but I didn't really love it either. I'll just kind of leave it there.
You know, I did like when that character was describing why they were doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like, it was horrific.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I get the drop.
But I'm with you, Rich, on the things he did. I mean, he hurt people that were innocent.
Exactly.
And so I get that part. Yeah.
Except for the cops in the first car. Was anybody in that truck innocent?
Well, no, I meant the cops in the first car.
Yeah.
And the one guy that got the other, what's his name? Montesino or whatever, that character. But
the older gentleman.
Huh?
The older guy, the thief.
Yeah. And the character.
There was no reason for that.
Yeah. So that was kind of like I had a hard time with that because I felt bad for that character, but I didn't feel relationship with that character. You know what I mean? Like,
David,
What-
if we tell you what the background of the assailant is, it blows the whole movie.
Yeah,
It kind of does.
It does.
it does.
And honestly, while I didn't particularly care for it, I wouldn't not recommend it. I'm not going to go say, hey, everybody watch this movie. But honestly, I can see how I would be in the minority on not liking this movie. I just think you should try it for yourself. And that said, we don't want to wreck it for you on what he is. I mean, it's not like this major plot development either. It's just kind of makes sense when you think about it in the end. And you don't really see it happening until about 2/3 of the way through that you figure out what's going on. I think he says it or somebody says it.
And that's,
Yeah.
that's what I liked about it, because you didn't know who is he after in that truck.
Yeah, because at first you think it's one thing, and then all of a sudden, bam! It's, or bam, bam.
Yeah, bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. I just
What'd
had
you
a
think?
flashback to Pebbles and the Flintstones.
What about you, boss?
I actually felt this was a good action movie. I enjoyed it. I don't know if it's because it was a Spanish movie and I don't get to see a lot of Spanish movies. But I enjoyed it. I would recommend it for someone who's looking for a different kind of spin on action. It was, I would say that unlike Mr. Restucci, I felt like there was an action scene when they had the blowout and the I guess it was the escort cops all kind of dissipated, and then there was the big fight out. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. The gunfight was, really liked it. That's what really grabbed me into the movie, was the scene where that gunshot hit right beside his head, and everything went, his hearing went out, and that's when it grabbed me, and I was invested from then on. So I really enjoyed it. It was kind of obvious to me what was going on. I did not expect the last 10 minutes of the movie, though. That was like very unexpected for me. I thought that it was going to wrap up 10 minutes before I left the room. I came back and I thought, I wanted to watch this again, because I just didn't expect that, and I really didn't expect what happened. So, yeah, I thought it was good. I totally recommend it. It was no hobo with a shotgun.
Oh, good Lord.
But it was hands and feet above, what was that movie we watched last night? Or last week?
Dead.
Oh, no, the one last week. It was so terrible. I'm traumatized, and I've blocked it.
Knock on the cabin door or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it is, and now I can't forget it. Oh, good Lord.
Weekend at Dave Bautista's house. That's what it was.
Get us the fluffy pillows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys give this movie? What do you rate it?
Von Damme.
Yeah, Van Damme?
I'll say a 2.5.
Really?
What about you,
I'm
Big
going to
Mike?
give it a 4.
All right.
I'll give it a 4 because I did enjoy it.
Wow.
I've seen it twice.
Differing opinions today. Damn, I'm gonna give this a 1.8 because 2 is too many. I think I'll just I'll leave it there. Let everybody else make their own decisions. Probably want to watch this one, like I said. I'm that guy that gives it a shitty review, but says, yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it wasn't bad. It
For
just
me,
wasn't the best. But I'm gonna have to look at Mike Lewis's comment and say Mike Lewis knows me. I would love to do that, Mike, but I've actually they let me pick all 3 movies for this coming week, and I've got some great ones picked that I can't wait to see what the guys have to say about them.
If we're going to do all the John Wick movies, somebody's got to take a head count of how many people he kills.
He kills people in those?
I think he does.
they're actual deaths. Yeah.
Well, hey,
You know, what I love about John Wick is he does all this because they hurt his dog. That's something I can get behind.
Well, it's the dog that his beloved wife got for him.
Yeah.
It's just, he's just a romantic. that John Wick.
He
Bless
is
his heart.
He's an animal lover.
Yep.
Though
I'd declare jihad on some people that killed my baby too.
Damn right.
Let's do I wish they'd do it as his character from Bill and Ted. Those whole movies.
Bang! Whoa!
I'm glad to see Max made it on time tonight. We've got a nice house, Landa. I became a Van Damme because you can pick your name once you're older, and you can be who you want to be because we can all live the dream.
Because Zava said so.
That's right.
Yeah.
Scott, 439 is John Wick's kill count before the fourth.
Wow.
Holy crap.
The only thing about the movies that will be sad is we no longer have Lance Reddick.
Yeah. Yep. And did you see a heart-related issue? They're saying that did him in.
Oh yeah, heart.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Terrible. All right, so
what's our
follow
next
the dead.
Follow the dead.
Do we want to wait and do that one last?
Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
Let's do that one. Man.
End the show on a snock.
So
Yeah.
the other movie, the Korean movie, I was unable to watch, so somebody else is going to have to take that one.
Von Damme.
I didn't get to watch it either.
Uh-oh. Well, there's only one guy left.
Oh, man, this is such an involved movie. All right. Let me see if I can get this going. This is a Korean flick.
I can set it up for you because I know what it was supposed to be about. If you want to just give your review.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll do it.
Go power through it.
I'll wing it. This is a Korean flick. It was dubbed in English, actually pretty good. I thought that the dubbing was pretty good in it. It follows this young girl. She's probably early 20s, right? Works at her dad's cafe, and she works for another company, like a media company or something like that. She loses her phone one night drinking. Well, this guy picks it up, poses as a woman, and says, "Hey, I found your phone. You want to come get it?" Then he writes her back, "Oh, I broke your phone. I dropped it off at this repair shop. You can get it there." So she's all excited. She goes, gets her phone in this ominous phone repair shop. And she thanks the guy's real, wears a baseball cap, can't see his face or anything. And she takes her phone. This guy's cloned her phone, and he spies on her. And what he is a serial killer. He's done this before several times. And he buries them out in this forest where there's a bunch of they're planted for Arbor Day or something like that, right? Some kind of thing they were planted for. And he follows her every move. He involves himself in her life as a customer in the cafe, which her dad is suspicious of this guy right off the bat. And he just insinuates himself in there. And there's also two policemen that are following this, trying to find the serial killer. And one thinks that is his son. That's the serial killer.
Oh,
yes. And so it's a little twisted that way. And it's not a bad flick. I don't want to give anything away as far as what happens, but there's a lot to it. It's a pretty decent movie. It really is. And I thank God it was dubbed right. It wasn't dubbed, how they can be really corny. The dubbing really worked well. And it's a suspenseful movie. I could see it being remade in America, except for the shop where they feature cell phone screen, because we all turn it into Apple or whatever, phone company you have. But it did have some really, really cool parts in it. And Scott, you lived in Korea, and I'm sure you enjoyed a lot of the scenery and stuff like that. I thought was neat stuff you don't really see in movies.
Well, what you were saying about we would take it to like an Apple store. There were a lot of places like that. Just these little hole in the walls. You'd go in. I really enjoyed the movie. The ending is surprising. Yeah. This is another one. This is another movie with a really good twist ending. But I also found it fascinating because this could easily happen to anybody, especially this poor girl. because he was going at she was targeted by him.
Right.
The things they do to the phone. He created an entire second account. So he could sit there and watch everything she did on her cell phone, all the text messages, listen to all the conversations, watch all the sites she visited. And he used that to slowly ruin her life and screw up every friendship, every job, everything she had. Now, granted, it's an extreme case. This isn't going to happen to just anybody. She was targeted, but I thought it was a really good film telling you how bad cybersecurity can be.
Also, how much we're into our phones. They kept showing the cutscenes of people just living on their phones, all the things we do on our phones, buying tickets, ordering food,
Yes.
selfies, Facebook, all you Facebook people. It was really neat. It did that. And I love Hair Shop when he goes to get a duplicate phone out for her, and he's got just that drawer full of phones from his victims.
Yeah.
In there, and it's just like creepy as hell.
Yeah.
Well, this is one of the reasons I wanted to see this. Is y'all know that I've got a background in cybercrime, so just to kind of see it being portrayed now, and people just don't realize. You do not realize, and I mean, we have people like the man Rich Restucci there who only just recently got a cell phone. He doesn't really even like it. But you have so many of us who our entire life is there, and if we lost it, I mean, someone really could exploit us.
Oh yeah, I write my books on my phone.
What?
No, I know somebody else who does that too.
Who does?
A friend of mine, Alina, she writes her books on the phone.
Yeah.
And then transfers them over into a Word document.
Yeah. Stephen King does that too, I hear.
Haley Edwards. Well, I keep notes. I keep, I mean, it's like I said, I mean, someone can really mess you up if they take that kind of stuff. But what the other thing you don't realize are all the tracking devices.
Yeah.
People, I mean, and that's something, when you have unscrupulous people in your life, they can track you. They don't have to put a bug on your car. They got one right there in your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and God forbid you have somebody sneaky enough that they can download an app on there that harvests all your stuff.
Yeah, right. And why does Crumble Cookies need to track me? I track them. They don't need to track me.
Well, the scene I really enjoyed was when she goes to get the phone, to have the phone repaired, and he asks her name, her address, and her passcode, and she's very hesitant about giving him the passcode, but she does, and the minute he gets access to the phone, her life becomes a living hell.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I can't wait to watch this one. I think it's going to be really good.
It's pretty good.
It is.
It's a long movie too, because there's a lot that happens in it, and it sets up a lot.
Yeah,
it's worth the watch though.
Yeah, it sounds creepy. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it. It really is. It's a very good movie. It's well written, well cast, well acted, well cinematographed.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
What would you give it, Scott?
I'd give this one a 4.25.
I'd give it a 4. I wouldn't watch it again just because it's a long movie.
Yeah.
But I'd give it a 4. Definitely. And I recommend it.
So
it's not movies you see and you go, I got to watch this. Just because, the advertising for it's not that great. But it's worth the watch on Netflix. Korean movie.
Yeah.
Worth
The Koreans are kicking ass with movies.
Yes.
I mean, they're doing it. The zombie movies are blowing us away. This movie, I think, was as good as anything America could do on something like this.
Yeah, definitely.
And if you want to know how far they've come, there was a movie in the 1970s called Ape. Watch it. It is one of the worst movies. It makes Poultrygeist seem like an Academy Award winner.
I think Poultrygeist might have a run for its money.
No. What's our
Follow the Dead. Please don't follow the Dead.
I was so excited that I found a zombie movie none of us had seen. And
You're so excited?
now I'm in the same boat as Scott and Alan.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was that bad, Alan. It's up there.
Well, let's hear it.
Yeah, spill it.
I don't know what I watched. I mean, I'm not the one to ask because I just did not understand this movie.
Spill the tea, sister.
I'm going to spill the tea. So Follow the
Come on,
Dead.
Snarky Van Damme.
Follow the Dead is an Irish movie, and from the get-go, I should have known better. It's a zombie comedy, the following under the ruse of like Shaun of the Dead, and I have to say that it did not live up to its British counterpart. I think it was a political statement about millennials, but I don't even know. Because at the end of this, I really didn't even know what I watched. I think that the movie was almost over before I saw my first zombie. And if these are the zombies that are attacking, I'm good. They don't move fast. They're not that aggressive. I mean, you could dance with them. And then you can get bitten, and some people are fine. Didn't understand that either. A lot of stuff I just didn't understand with this.
They're Irish. They survived the Black Plague. They've got some of that.
But not all of them did.
They were related. But the two that survived, they were cousins. So I don't know. Anyway, I'm sorry. Dom, go ahead. I don't want to get a roundhouse to the face. Go ahead.
I don't know what to say. It sucked. I mean, I can't even defend my movie this week. It's undefendable. It is worse than Hobo with a Shotgun.
Nuh-uh. Stop it.
Yes, it is.
All right, I got shit to say.
No, it's not.
This movie is terrible. Everybody keeps calling it a zombie comedy, but it wasn't funny. There was no part of it that I even chuckled at. It was so bad that I came very close to turning it off. And normally I'll pause a movie if I have to go somewhere or do something, especially with the dogs, with my dogs. I'm always pausing movies to deal with them. And I was like, screw it, I don't care, because it was just that bad. I didn't like any of the characters, none of them. There's this one character, and the thing is, I hated these characters so much I can't remember any of their names. There's this one character who's supposed to be the comic relief, and he's actually one of the ones. I'm going to wreck it for you because you're not going to watch it because it sucked. He's one of the ones that gets bitten, and I can't remember his name, but he's supposed to be this comic relief. It was just stupid. It wasn't laughably funny. I was laughing at them. I wasn't laughing, with them. I was, because of the poor direction and the way it just went. It was bad.
She was his name.
In my defense, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 94%.
No, well, and there you go, right there. We don't trust Rotten Tomatoes because they're all critics out to make money.
Well, I looked again.
The popcorn meter is what you want to look at.
Well, that was a popcorn meter.
No, Rotten Tomatoes and popcorn meter are two different things.
Oh, contraire, my fair, go look. It says 94% audience score, but it's fewer than 50. It was fewer than 50. It's probably two people: the guy who wrote it and the guy who directed it.
Jose. But this guy, it wasn't just him. So the main character is kind of a loser. I mean, they're all kind of losers, but it just, nothing about it spoke to me as a zombie movie, even after the zombies started showing up. And once that happened, there was probably 25 minutes left to the movie when you saw your first actual, dangerous zombie.
Well, since you're attacking this, I kind of feel like I have to say something.
Okay, hold on.
I will say that it was scary. No, I'm going to. It was scary when the little person in the mask was standing in the field. That was kind of
what I was going to talk about. So there's a whole nother portion of this film where there's these.
Are you talking out loud or just moving your lips?
What? What just happened?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did something what happened?
Lost my sound.
I think Hadley lost her
Oh,
sound.
she lost her sound. Oh, okay.
She's talking about you moving your lips and nobody
I
can
do
hear
that.
you.
I
We
move
can
my
all
lips
hear
when
you.
I talk. You can all hear me, right?
This is what happens when you get Van Damme in the movie. He's no good.
There's a whole nother section of this movie where there's this doomsday cult that didn't make any friggin' sense. Excuse me. And there's no guns in Ireland, so they're killing zombies with.
Did you
stab them and?
did you review?
Yeah.
So that. Okay, so I stand corrected. There was one cool thing in the movie, and it was the fact that there was a didgeridoo in the movie. And he picked it up, and I'm like, "Is that a didgeridoo?" And he's like, "Oh, my didgeridoo!" I was like, "There's a didgeridoo," and that was it. Everything else about this movie was terrible.
It was a
I don't know how I'm gonna
didgeridoo.
wrap it, but you guys, what did you think?
Go ahead, Scott, because
It sucked. It started well. The first 10 minutes, I was excited because they're all millennials. They're all on their cell phones and they're watching the outbreak. And, people, the influencers are like, it's a zombie outbreak. And the government's, no, it's not. And I thought, okay, this is going to be a good, fun take on how we're just addicted to our cell phones. Like Shaun of the Dead was, it was a sarcastic about, the young drunken guys. After the first 10 minutes, this movie lost everything. You can't call it a zombie because there were no zombies. There was no comedy. To be honest, the only part of this movie I really liked was the sister. Huh?
The didgeridoo.
I didn't like the didgeridoo. The only part of the movie I liked was the sister looked good. That was about it. And I don't base movies on how good the girl looks. You should see my porn collection. No, just joking. And then it shifted from supposed comedy, and then it started this dark retrospective attitude on it. And by the end of the movie, it's like, what the hell are we watching? Because by the time the end of the movie, you're not laughing unless you've just gone insane watching this. So it sucked.
It's the first time it's ever happened, but I agree with Scott.
Thanks.
I really, at the end, I just didn't know what I was watching. I just didn't know. And it kind of was funny a couple of times. It was kind of scary with the person in the mask. And then it was like just a WTF thing all the way through. But I will say that my person I was watching the movie with kept talking about leprechauns, which made it even more confusing for me.
Leper zombies.
They're like, the whole cast are leprechauns.
Yeah.
They look like leprechauns.
I love it.
Hey, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Now you
Didgeridoo is an Australian Aboriginal musical instrument. It's a long stick that you blow into, and it sounds.
Yeah.
I like the word.
do that again, Rich.
No.
Yeah.
I will not. Record that. It's recorded. You can play it to your heart's content.
Want to hear
David, I wouldn't have my worst friend watch this. The only way you could enjoy this movie is by drinking so much that you'd pass out and wouldn't get to watch the movie.
Man, you guys make me feel like I dropped a soap in prison and there's 6 guys in there with me. I enjoyed this movie.
Now I'll make that noise.
Hey, it ain't so.
I enjoyed this.
Buddy.
I paid
Ash,
$99.
let's not also forget the Avengers bringing out the dead.
All right, buddy, spit it out.
It was, to me, I thought some of it was funny. I like the guy with no neck, how he would go into these deep subjects, and I thought it was funny. Some of it I didn't get, the whole revolution thing and the people with the mask and all that crap was kind of like, and then the zombies finally do appear, and what happens to his girlfriend? They really never, she died. They never explained.
That's his wife.
Oh, his wife. That's right. His wife.
Because that didn't make sense either.
And then they got bit, and I just figured it's because they were related, the 2 cousins, and I don't know. The beginning where the guy is, they're gonna have sex in the car, and then the guy hears a noise, and he stops having sex because he hears a noise. That wasn't realistic. I thought, really? And then he goes out and he's just having a smoke. It's like, so you'd rather smoke cigarettes than sex. But I enjoyed this movie. $1.99 was worth it. I don't know what you guys are talking about. You guys are just.
It is a diggery.
You guys are haters.
For this particular movie, yes, I would concur with that assessment.
I'm offended.
I didn't even hate it, Alan. I just didn't. I don't understand what I watched. I just don't. It was not consistent. I read where it was based. The writer and director, I think, is the same person, and it was based on a dream that they had. And that's the only thing that makes any sense, is that it's like a dream of somebody who ate too much ice cream before bed.
Well, I enjoyed it, so I don't care. I'm gonna go watch it after the show tonight again. That's what you're all getting for Christmas, is a CD of the movie.
Oh, good Lord.
So you're saying that it's better than the Wolf of Snow Hollow?
The Wolf of Snow Hollow is a classic. I'm sorry. It hands down, it beats it. Yeah, if it comes.
At least the bad movies I picked, you could make fun of them because they were so bad. Poultrygeist, Thanksgiving, Velocipasta. This one just was bad. I mean, you can't even say, but the acting was, so funnily bad. This movie was just bad.
Well, we've been doing this show for how long, and this is my first utterly terrible movie.
Wow. I feel personally attacked.
Rich still hadn't had a bad one.
I'm sure I could pick one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not a contest.
Well, in fact, it is now.
Yeah, we're always picking on me for the bad movies. Let's see if anybody can outdo my bad movie.
Well, I think
your bad movies are good bad movies, though, Scott.
Yes.
So
this one
movies that you pick are supposed to be.
But I picked this one. Von Damme picked this one.
I had to change my name because of it.
Should have changed your first name to Give Up.
Enjoy this movie.
So are there a bunch of limp dongs that were given tonight for this movie?
Oh my God, this one doesn't even get it. This one just goes back into the body. It
doesn't even get a limp dong?
No, it's just like retreats.
Dongless.
It's dongless? Oh, wow.
No, this one gets a hard, self-righteous one for me.
You gave it a 1?
I think I
so
dated
this movie's
him.
getting a 1 dong, period.
Oh, no, it gets 4 dongs. No.
Oh.
Actually, I give it 3. The acting was horrible, but I enjoyed it. The 3 self-righteous dongs. Take that.
Well,
put that in your pipe and smoke it.
In case anyone needs to know, the lead actor actually very closely resembled my first husband.
Oh my God, I love that, Craig. Von Dong.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'm going to give this a donut. This is not getting any dongs for me. I'm not even going to give it dongs for the cool Irish accents because they didn't have them. So it's 0 dongs.
I see how you guys are.
Yeah. I'll rate it. It gets a 0.1.
It gets a chode? Is that what that is?
It gets a 0.1. And like I said, because the scene when she's pushing the car in the dress and high heels was the only thing about the movie I liked.
What about you, boss?
Oh my God.
I don't have anything nice to say.
What would you give this one?
Rate it.
This is like a baby dick.
So she said,
and that was the best thing of the night right there. This is baby dick. All right. Tiny dongery do.
I almost said
We should do this. We should have everybody. We should have all the fans vote at the end of the year who picked the worst movie of 2023.
They'd have to watch the movies.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
Darn. Mushed on.
It's why we like each other, Ash.
Have we ever had a movie we all liked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do that all
There's been tons that you all
Okay.
liked.
All the time.
Yeah.
Rarely do we find one we all hate.
Thank Max.
Yeah, that's true.
And I will continue picking bad movies.
Dawn of a Eunuch.
Hey, look at Dave's. How'd you look from behind, Dave?
Dave, were you wearing high heels too?
If he was, I probably would have looked.
Hey, did you like Dragged Across Concrete, Mike? Cocaine Bear. We all like that.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear was good.
We all like that movie. That was like the anti-layer. What was it?
Oh yeah, that was good too. What was that? We just watched that.
What movie was it?
The one that was like the lair.
Oh,
Oh, the anti-layer.
Was that the one that the British pilot winds up going underground?
that was The Lair.
That's
That
the
was
lair.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The other one was Death Valley. Death
Yeah,
Valley.
right.
Oh yes.
We love that.
Yeah, it was okay. It was pretty good.
Yeah, you didn't on Go. Poor Ash. He's been forced to. He's like Malcolm McDowell in what's that movie where they force his eyes to watch all that stuff?
Clockwork
The
Oh,
Orange.
wow.
one with the dong.
Clockwork.
So-
Did you hear they're
So
gonna
y'all
re-
know, and I'm going to tell everybody, Jennifer is convinced that we need a gong and that we should send Alan a giant black dong.
Yes,
Well,
totally. That'd be
We've
awesome.
talked about this.
I happen to have one of those.
You can't do.
That's awesome, Rich.
I would
See, we
never
have
live
to
that
work
down. Compact. I would never live that down.
We should all get a gong, and when it comes time to rate the film, just
Yeah.
Black
Maybe
gong.
many ones of nothing else.
yeah.
There-
I have a
people out
picture of it behind Alan's head.
There are people out there that would like to get a picture of me with a giant black dong in my hand. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Would you like to
They're
buy
out there. We just don't know where to find them.
The microphone is pretty close. We're
There's a
we just
few
want
in
to get a
here.
little bit bigger.
Ash sounds like he's talking about some personal right there.
Oh.
Well,
I'm not going to ask if that's what my sister has. But
yeah, no way, Craig.
the rail kid?
I get away with this because my sister is in bed and she doesn't watch the show.
It's like we made a sale. Max said he loved Cocaine Bear. He watched it because of us.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Well, I want to know, did Mike like Dragged Across Concrete? Oh, yes, he liked
You
it.
did. Yeah.
No, you didn't. When he attached to any one character. It was good.
And got to say, Max is a millionaire now.
I have an
Oh,
only
those OnlyFans?
I have an OnlyFans page, but I'm the only fan. So
Well, what
Well-
else do you do besides debauchery here?
I don't know.
Any shows? Any? Huh?
So we could pick movies for next week. Oh no, we already have. Hadley's got the movies.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Van Damme has the movies already.
I'll say, y'all got to get the name right now.
I corrected myself. I'm sorry, Van Damme. I'm watching Mary Kingston.
hey, I'll do it for free for the right person.
God, you charged me 50 cents. I want my 7 cents back, man.
I'll give you another.
Sadly, Van Damme, if you're nasty.
We could call it. We could change our first name to Giver and call it Give a Damn.
Bondo.
So, do we want to mention what movies we're watching next week?
We
Somebody's
can.
got a kitty. I heard.
This
That's-
could be
yeah,
taken
that's
so
what-
out of context right now. Um,
Oh,
sometimes I hear things in my head I can't share.
this is Michonne. Say hi, Michonne.
Oh, look at I was going to say something, but I'm not.
Oh, come on, Alan, say it.
Oh, I know
You
what
know
you're
what it
thinking.
was?
It's really sad because I know what he's thinking.
We all do. So next week we're gonna watch Jimmy Stewart's movie Harvey. It's an old black and white movie. We're
Yeah.
going to watch
Any boobies?
second.
No boobies.
There'll be no boobies next week.
Oh, well, sorry, Ash. I tried.
We could probably see if there's an X-rated version of Harvey for him.
No. Don't ruin it for me. We're going to watch Secondhand Lines with Robert Duvall and Michael Caine. And the third movie is going to be The 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas. Those are three of my favorite movies. So next week is my birthday week, so they're letting me pick. So
Yeah.
yay.
Tony, Barry, Max, they're Hadley's choices.
Yeah. I'm sure you can find 13th Warrior all over the place. I forgot where I saw it last.
That's a scary idea that Harry Anderson remade Harvey.
I just don't even want to hear about that.
Sure
I
we can
didn't
find
know that.
I'm going to
Make
look
a
real quick
post
where
of
they're.
those movies again, would you?
Do what?
Make a post of what the movies are real quick.
Oh, yeah, we will. It's Harvey and Harvey.
Secondhand
It's
lines,
1950. You can watch it on Prime Video.
Ash is upset because there's no boobies, so maybe next week we
I
ought to
have
wait for
boobies of my own, and I don't need to watch them for my birthday. Thank you.
Oh, no.
He'd like to see them. See,
No.
that's the problem.
I was going to say, though, maybe next week for Ash, we should rate them by boobies rather than dongs.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes,
three-
real
13th
and
Warriors
good
on Amazon Prime. I think all these you're going to have to rent because they're so old. Sorry, I am too.
Yes.
Was there any Oscars for Harvey? I mean, like,
I mean,
that's
it's a
what Max
nice.
wanted to know.
I think Matt means Oscar Mayer.
Oh, so dongs is what you're
Yeah.
telling me.
Full circle to wieners. Dongs.
Yeah, I think all of them are going to be renters, so maybe we can find them on like some free channel somewhere.
Ash has them on DVD. I would think they'd be on VHS, but okay.
See, Ash is a special person if he's got Harvey, because I'm telling y'all, that hippie friend of mine used to say that. You can always tell who the special people are because they've seen Harvey. So if you haven't seen it, you better get in line for
Ash-
next week.
I've seen Ash's collection. I don't think there's a movie ever made that he doesn't have on DVD or Blu-ray.
Oh, wow.
There's no such thing as bad porn.
Ash is class of 90, isn't he? Because that's what me and Jen are.
Class of 90. Oh my God, I'm definitely old.
Oh, I am too. Mike, they might have it on. It might be some other places too, right? Or the 13th Warrior.
You usually see the 13th Warrior around, but I'm not seeing it. I can usually find stuff pretty quick on IMDb,
Oh, okay.
and I'm not seeing it. It's saying Prime.
Oh.
All right, hang on a minute.
Oh, he's saying Voodoo. It's on Voodoo.
Oh, okay.
He's going to check on Voodoo.
Class of '88. Boy, you guys are.
Class of 88 in the house. All right, Max.
Okay, the 13th Warrior is on Hoopla, Sling TV Orange, and it's on Amazon Video. You can rent it for $5.
87. Boy, you guys are youngster.
Craig is 87. Just pointing it out.
Yeah.
Javi's on Amazon. Jesus. Oh. You can get it on Amazon, or Apple. No, it said buy $14. I thought it was rent. It's like there's
Don't
no
blame
way
Catholic school, Ash.
that old. And
Yep, there it is right there.
Secondhand Lions.
It should be on Disney, shouldn't it?
Secondhand Lions?
Yeah. Isn't that a Disney
It
movie?
might be, yeah.
Secondhand Lion? Disney?
Yeah, it might be.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's a great film.
Tony I, class of 79. Tony, I'm close. Class of 81 here.
According to this, no. According to this, it's not on. It's on Amazon, AMC On Demand, Apple TV, and then Google Play, Vudu, YouTube.
Yes, Mike Lewis, that is correct. That is got Haley Joel Osment, Robert Duvall, Michael Caine, and Kira Sedgwick.
I have never seen this one.
No, I haven't either.
Well, you can thank me for it later because y'all are gonna love it.
Like you guys thanked each other for Follow the Dead.
No,
Like,
I thought we would have a good bonding film with Follow the Dead, but I was very wrong.
We did.
Yeah, we all hated it.
yeah, I thought you guys were gonna gang up and give me a swirly after that. I gotta check it out though.
All right, Tony, you have me beat by 2 years. I'm class of 81.
I'm class of 81 too, Scott.
All right.
Class of 81 in the house. Where's Landa? Is Landa still here?
I think
Yeah.
we
Miss
drove her off.
Mona, her and Mona. Where's Mona been?
Oh, she was here 4 minutes ago.
Did I miss Landa? Or Mona?
No, she's still here.
Mona lives close to Jen. Mike Lewis is class of 82.
All right, Mike. Oh, there's
Here's
Mike.
There she
Mona.
is.
There's my favorite.
I have a distinct feeling that if Landa, Jen, and I were ever in the same spot, we would get into so much trouble.
We'd be barrel
Yes.
girls. Yeah.
But that's what you want.
No, we don't want to be in a barrel.
No, I mean getting into trouble.
Oh, yeah.
David Muga. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't mention my class. Class
Yeah,
of
David,
1000.
don't make us feel
Class
old.
of 2004. Teen.
Tully was born the year I graduated high school.
91.
You young whippersnappers.
I know. My daughter was born in 93.
Landa's on board. Let's all get together. I like trouble. Let's do it.
2002, David.
Hey, Jen, you know, Landa lives over in Dallas. So when you're here, it's not that far.
All right. Might have to have a little girls trip. Mm-hmm.
David, what did you redo for being the youngest?
Ash is going to be the designated female for that weekend.
He's the
If
chaperone.
you get Ash to wear high heels and a dress, I'm going to show. I'll just take the pictures. That's all.
He'll chaperone us. That's it.
Yeah, I'll bail you out.
And all he'll require is like a flash now and then. I'm guessing.
There you go.
A flash of what?
Boobs.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
definitely-
I'm retired dress. It's somebody else's time.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to put us right at an hour. So let's go ahead and start wrapping it up. What y'all got going on?
I'm
All
a
right.
working sequel to Follow the Dead.
Good Lord. I owe you a review, Alan. I finished Hunt the Night. It was good. I liked it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I owe you, and I still owe David a review. My God, I finished that like 2 months ago, and I haven't given him a review yet. I feel bad. I apologize, David. I did that to you. Wow. What a jerk.
Scott, tell everybody what's going on with Nurse Alyssa, like 2.7 thousand. What book are you
Nurse
on?
Alyssa versus the Zombies 9. Calm Before the Storm. It's out in Kindle. It's out now in Kindle Unlimited. There was a mistake in I forgot to hit the button to put it on Kindle Unlimited, but it's on Kindle Unlimited, Kindle, and in print.
Cool.
And what was your big news about it? You had some big news, didn't you? It was like trending at number what?
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, it was trending it was 16,000 on all of Amazon.
Wow.
This morning. Great. And it was trending like in post-apocalypse, zombies and that. It was trending less than 200.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was like very happy.
Great numbers.
Yes.
Well deserved.
Thank you. Thank you.
About you, Big Mike? What you got going on?
Oh, me? Nothing. I'm just working on stories. I've got nothing coming out.
Well, y'all need to read your group chat because Sylvester Barzy has like come up with a kick-ass idea.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it happen this summer. I will be sending out a graphic later. Y'all will see.
Let's actually do this one.
We're going to do this one. And Mr. Rich Rasucci keeps saying that he's going to do an anthology for us.
Yeah. Why? Whoa! Now I said, hey, let's do an anthology.
This is me recruiting you.
Are we doing the anthology, or are we going to do a round robin story?
We are, but he's encouraging us to do like do a short
all of
story
our writers together and everybody chuck in a story, 5,000-10,000 words, whatever. And we make a book out of it, sell it. Proceeds go to Weird.
Sounds good.
Cool, I like that. Yeah,
sounds good.
Piece of cake.
All right.
I think my lead character's name is gonna be Max Crumb, and sidekick will be Craig Bolin.
I'd read that. I'd read that one. Yep.
For those of you who haven't read Hunt the Night, names like that are actually in there. So,
hey,
I'm actually famous. Max Crumb might be a bad guy. I'm not going to say anything. The Crumb brothers.
Roxy's doing good.
Oh,
She was wiped out for one day on the anesthesia. Now she's back to her. Tonight, she not only ate her dinner, she ate Fred's dinner, which shocked me because he's usually eating hers, but she's fine. Thank you for asking.
Awesome.
I haven't read Hunt the Night yet. I want to. Your 3 books are like at the top of the list, but then when I was out there, clickers never die, and I asked the author, and I said to him, "What's it about?" And he goes, "Clickers during World War II." So I took the book and paid him for it. That's next on the list.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow night on Weird Awakenings, they are having a special guest, Robin. And Robin is not only, I believe, a psychic, but she is a Bigfoot researcher. And she is one of Stephen Hill's close friends. And I've heard some phenomenal things about her. And I can't wait to be there. So I hope that some of y'all will show up and show the Weird Awakenings crew some love, because they do a lot of really fun, cool discussions on their show. What else is going on? I think that the girls from Blonde's Books and Campfire Tales are going to be back next week, and they're kicking ass over there. I don't know if y'all tune in and listen. I think y'all have all been on, haven't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Scott and I need to just pop up over there sometime. And then Crystal Michelle's taking over Weird Murders, Mysteries, and Mayhem, and she's going to be recording later this month with that. And Finley Jones is doing a phenomenal job with The Wild Women of Weird. We had a great show about the McDonald's true crime investigation. And gosh, there's just so much. If you haven't subscribed on our website, we have a great newsletter that Morgana's putting out, and it has this month's had a great interview with our good friend and partner Stephen Landry, and a highlight for Mike Lewis as one of our weird kids. So
nice.
Yeah.
May I also add to this that starting this month, I'm putting the final touches on it. I'm going to be doing with a co-host, but I'm not going to mention the name yet until that person agrees. Real talk. We're going to talk to screenwriters, and we're going to talk to authors who are getting their books transferred over into movies. And the first show is going to be Ben Garant. And if the name sounds familiar, him and his friend wrote and starred in Reno 9/11.
Nice.
Awesome. And just let me give a shout out to all of our weird kids right now, because I think some of y'all might not realize we have a whole bunch of new people. But there's me, Gracie, you know, we started weird. Alan, Finley, Scott Baker, Morgana, Joseph Hansen, who does the incredible show. What is it, Alan?
Low balling.
Low balling. You know what's low balling, right? Anyway, he does great stuff, and he always gets some great authors on there too. We've got that guy Rich Restucci, Miss Jen Salmons, my friend and mentor Miss Tracy Crosby, which if you've ever listened to Weird Awakening, she comes on sometimes and talks. She's a Reiki master and a shamanic practitioner. We've got those crazy boys from Where in the Folk, Henry Tully, Cecil Fletcher, and David Reed. Stephen Hill is another one of our weird verse people. He's a great Bigfoot researcher. We've got the D.L. Martones. That's Daniel and Laura Martone. Mr. James Irby is back. Crystal Michelle is again back with Bethany. Y'all know Bethany Sutzman, great writer. Sylvester Barzy, and the incredible, phenomenal, unshakable David Muga is also there. So y'all check those guys out if you hadn't, see what they're doing, and tune in. We got lots of stuff going on always. So
Would you say we had a plethora?
We had a what? A plethora. A plethora of weird. It's like a cornucopia. But all right, guys. Same time next week. See you then.
Where's the 10 minutes of dick? Wait, just 1 second. 10 minutes of dick.
Oh, yeah. I've recorded 2 episodes of 10 minutes of dick, but I killed one because I just didn't like it. So I have one done right now. And then there's another one that I'm going to do start doing. It's called Don't F and Die. And that's going to be a sort of a comical prepper type of thing.
Nice.
Can't wait for those.
Looking forward to that. That sounds like fun.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for this week. And we will see y'all. Same bat channel next week.
Good night.
Until then,
Hello, everyone.
Thanks
for coming, everybody.
Stay weird, guys. And I can't get my browser thing. Where's the mouse? All right. Night.
Don't lie. Don't say anything bad.